camping. Over here though.
Welcome to Cars and Guitars, because if you're going to have an expensive hobby, you may as well have two. I'm going camping, and I figured the most appropriate car to take would be my 1971 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, that I call the Monte sCarlo because of all the dings and general wear. Anyway, there's a few things I want to do to it to get it road trip ready, some more important than others. Let's get into it. One of the most important things, new speaker and a radio that works. Got to have tunes on a road trip. I'm also doing a sniper swap. I've got new wheel bearings and spark plugs, as well as some gauges so I know the juice temps. And I've got a brand new eBay radiator. I better write this down. EFI swap, number 1. Obviously radio and speaker next. Wheel bearings. Last time I looked, the rear pinion seal was starting to leak, so I might order one of those if it hasn't fixed itself. What else? Ooh, I've got to hook up a speedo cable so I know how fast I'm going. That'll be handy. Not that I can do the MPH to KMH conversion on the fly, but anyway. Anyway, I've really got to hook the handbrake up as well. Oh, I really need cup holders in here. And the oil gauge. Other stuff might pop up, but I think for now that's a good enough list to get into it. So let's start at the top and get the sniper on here. I've been running this little carb for about 5 years now, and it's done me good, so I'll pop it up on the shelf to use another day. Let me get everything unhooked and we can get this out of here. Great thing about these sniper kits is you can do it in the garage at home, on the floor, where I currently am, trying to unbolt an exhaust header. The main sniper unit literally just replaces the carb, and then you've just got to connect like 4 wires and run some extra fuel line if you don't have a return. They're a great way to dip your toe into fuel injection on older cars without having to, drill and tap the manifold for a bunch of injectors and stuff like that. A mate's dad called it a piss and dribble EFI, and I really like that. Other than dropping the tank to put the return line in if you don't already have one, all else you really have to do is snip an exhaust header off to put an oxygen sensor thing in. The kit comes with a clamp-on thing, but I'm just going to take it over to a mate's place so he can buzz it on with his fancy welder. It's kind of nice laying down here. Who needs a hoist? Header is back on, sniper unit is on. Now the fun part, wires. installed. I've had these laying around since before I decided to do the sniper swap, so I'm not going to need amps or water. I will need oil, and I picked up some of this copper tube because this stuff, rubbish. Like, there's so much room in the engine bay to work, but man am I getting tired of climbing in and out. Probably shouldn't put the air filter back on, but anyway, let's try and find the oil port. From memory, it's on the back of the block in a super awkward position, which is great. Pretty sure that's it, and I've got no idea what size Allen key bolt, so I'll grab a couple and see if I can get it out. Custom job if ever I've seen one. So all I got to do now is figure out what thread this is and find a fitting for the oil line. Luck would have it, I've still got the old gauge and it looks like I can just use this little fella, so that's good. Fitting is in, I've run the copper tube inside, I've just got to snip the end off because it's currently 3 kilometers too long, and if I ever get this tightened up we can mount the gauge and the sniper screen. Struggling. Don't just snip the copper tube off with pliers either, use the proper little twirly boy. Okay, where's the things? Oh, what was that noise? I need another. Dang it. I just got them all. What was the first one I grabbed? Wrong. The one I thought was way too big. Perfect. Talking. Alright, let's get you up here. Can't see anything. Is that good? Is that where I want it? Yep. Is that even a hole? Perfect. Almost in the center. Oh, there's a tunnel here. Didn't think of that, did I? Nope. Textbook. Oop. Perfect. Oh, it's almost too good. And doesn't look too bad. Okay, we'll tie the cord up, but I'll call that good. All right, I've set the sniper up. It's honestly pretty easy. So let's fire this thing off and scooch it out of the garage so I can get on with installing a new radio. Got this in, very uneventful, no modifications required, and look at it. Besides being the shiniest part of the car, you'd never know. It's got so many things, it's got Bluetooth and digital displays and colours, and even better, we now have built-in mobile phone charging. Got this unit from a place called Sound Labs Group. They make them for pretty much everything, so check them out if you're in Oz and need an updated head unit for your rig. EFI swap done, new radio and speaker, better believe that's done. I hooked the speedo cable back up while I had the dash pulled apart. Oil gauge, yep. I need to go and get a cup holder ASAP. The nice old lady in this car next to me just told me she has got a 1962 Chevrolet Bel Air station wagon in the garage at home. Her dad brought it brand new and it is an Australian delivered right-hand drive from factory. How cool is that?
Look into my eyes, can't you see they're open wide? Would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you? Oh yeah!
I've run out of time, and that's okay because the other things on the list aren't that important. So as soon as I get my fishing rod in the car, we can hit the road. Just pulled over to get a drink and put some fuel in the old girl. I've parked her up here under the biggest set of test eagles you have ever seen. Let's get back on the road. Camping was a great excuse to get this thing out on the highway, and she loved every second of it. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for plenty more.